The Last Days of American Crime, the new Netflix film, in 2 hours and 29 minutes of my life I want back. This movie is horrible and dreadful and just everything that you like. It feels like someone went to film school and actually just said to all the lecturers and everything and all the classmates and saying, "Oh, I know what I'll make a film." Push this shit. No, I'm gonna do it that way and do it the opposite of what everybody else does. This movie is just shit. And here's the thing: I know it's based on a comic book series, and it feels like when it comes to dialogue that they were translate basically the comic being the script. But here's the thing: comic book dialogue, some of them does translate well when people actually are speaking and having conversations about it and that kind of stuff. This is not one of the cases. When people speak in this, it's shit. It's like non-naturally, or it's like they're over-explaining shit. I mean, they're explaining about the concept of this film about the U.S. government, which I like, which is about the U.S. government is in like a few days going to put this like advice all over the country that is going to prevent people to do crimes as part of the brain, and when they are about to do said crime, they are going to turn into like a watery vegetable, pretty much. And these three people are going to do a heist, and I'm like, okay, that sounds a good concept. But here's the thing about this heist thing: completely forgotten. This heist is like, oh yeah, this heist. Like you've got that. The scenes in this that are completely like everything doing with Philinte Coffray's, the guy from District 9's character could easily be cut out. He served no purpose to their story. This story, like the first 30 minutes is probably the most dreadful out of the bunch. Because the first 30 minutes is the scenes plunked together with no fluent continuity. Like, okay, we got this and this and this. Okay, these two characters make. Okay, now we have this very, very boring sex thing. How you make sex boring? I don't fucking know. And all kinds. I mean, it's just. And then and then we meet some more characters, and there's no fluidity. It's just, which is probably a pace of a comic, but not a pace of a film. Once again, two different fucking mediums. I mean, each, like and by the way, the action is shit. There's no middle ground. There's over topness to the point of what the fuck I'm looking at, and there's also woodenness. Oh, yeah, the main guy and the main female-led character. Oh god. First two, they're wooden characters, and three, they're played by wooden actors. Jeez. And if you want to know what I mean over the top acting, two things. FBI agent saying the words, so what? Oh yeah, sorry ma'am, you don't have access to this room. Fucking do subtlety. You're not gonna get hashtag anytime soon. And the scene in the office with one of the main characters' sister and father. Yeah, look at those two scenes. Tell me that's not overperforming to the point you're like, what the fuck am I looking at? The action is sometimes likable. Definitely the last one. There's a fight scene at the end. It's like, god damn it, this is. And here's the thing: there were so many times in this film that I was like, and you cut here, and you end here, and you end here, and you like I was kind of editing the film in my head. Like, cut that out, but you guys kind of put that there to make this like, I don't know, a film that's like, I don't know, 2 hours long, 110, maybe 0 minutes long. I don't know. It's just this film is dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Like normally when it comes to movies I don't like, is like at least there's this and this and this and this, and there's some a demon quality about it. this film is none. This is the worst film of the year, the worst film of 2020, maybe one of the worst films I have seen in my life. It's just bad. Note to self, future filmmakers: if you're adapting something, a novel or play, or in this case a comic or graphic novel, or how you want to put it, you adapt. You know, you don't do like it sometimes works, like 300 and Watchmen, and 300 Watchmen and bloody Sin City, but when it comes to bloody, but most of the time it does not work. Oh yeah, in some of the DC anime films, but this is a case where it does not work. The Last Days of American Crime is just shit. Have I mentioned that? This movie is just shit? I have? Well, I'm going to say this movie is motherfucking shit.